Hi y'all! Today at Mrs. Maria's Clubhouse, we have some special guests. That's because we're going to do something really special. We're going to read one of my favorite books. The book is Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. Illustrated by James Dean, the creator of Pete the Cat, and story by Eric Ludwin. Now I like this book a lot because it's so much fun to read. And I hope you enjoy it just as much as I do. Are you ready? Here we go. Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons. Art by James Dean, creator of Pete the Cat, and story by Eric Ludwin. That's Pete. We have our own Pete here too. We'll show you a picture of him too. Pete the Cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his 4 buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Let's count them. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4. Oh no! Pop, 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 pop. One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? Let's count them. You ready? 1, 2, 3. 3 buttons are left. 4 minus 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3. But did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons will go. He just kept singing his song. Groovy. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons. Oh no! Pop! Zing, 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 zing. Pop. Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left now? Let's count them. Are you ready? 1, 2. 2 buttons are left. 2. But did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He just kept singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy. Oh no! Pop! There goes the green one. Another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left now? Let's count. You ready? 1. 1 button is left. 1 button. But did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He just kept singing his song. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no! Look, he's on his surfboard. And it's going away. The last button popped off and rolled away. Now how many buttons are left? Let's count them. 0. There are no buttons left on his shirt. But did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He just looked down his shirt. And what do you think he saw? What do you think think he saw? His belly button. Look, right there, he's got a belly button. And he kept singing his favorite song. My button, still have a belly button. It's all good. My button, still have a belly button. My button, still have a belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing our song. 'Cause buttons come and buttons go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 buttons. So Blackie Cat came by to say that he heard about our book today, and he wants you to subscribe or like if you think it'd be fun. So like it or subscribe it down below, and if you put your child's name on, we'll say hi to them too. Thanks and have a great day.